Well, hello, my World of Warcraft brothers and sisters. This is Boomy here once again with another video for you. Well, today we're going to tackle this thing called scaling in Battles for Azeroth, and as we go through this, what's so familiar with everyone, the beginning zone, the starting zone for everyone who plays, it's going to be changing, my friends. That is for sure. Now, before Battle for Azeroth, battle for all things before the old gods take us all out. Now, before all that funness with Mr. Tumnus does happen, oh man, this whole thing. So I started another tune just to record this video, and it's just all over the place, so I apologize now. It doesn't matter. Okay, so, levels are going to change. All right, it's a pretty Christmas tree. Tell me when to go away. Leveling is going to change, and for the better. I must say, it's going to definitely change for the better. And there's a lot of reasons why. I think, we'll get into it in just a second, but right now we're just going to monologue this whole thing and say that, this is a 13-year-old-ish game. And things need to change, especially the leveling processes, which is a bit antiquated in comparison to a lot of the other games that are out there. Now, World of Warcraft will be scaling its zones, especially old world zones, vanilla zones. And a couple cool things that are coming along, which the community is very happy about, is once we get out of these little vanilla zones, we'll be able to choose which expansion we want to go to. Burning Crusade or Wrath of the Lich King. And we'll get there in just a moment. Now, I'll just caveat that with saying that I cannot wait to never have to do Burning Crusade again. OMG, Becky. Anyways, so, as you can see, we're just here kicking some ass, and it doesn't take much. I'm not wearing any heirlooms whatsoever on this little baby hunter that I started just for this video. So, I don't care about their pelts, that's fine. It is what it is. But you will soon find that leveling is going to change, and it's right now on the PTR that it's going to come on before Battle for Azeroth Con. So this is part of the systems that they are upgrading, that they're going to give us now, pretty much to entertain ourselves so we don't unsubscribe and go play other games for a while. For us to play, and from everything I've heard, I'm not on the PTR, but everything I have heard is that it is just as amazing as they have made it out to be. Now, let's get into the nit and grit of everything here about what we are going to be doing, what our levels are going to be, what the caps are going to be, and then I'll also discuss a little bit about how SWTOR does their scaling and how I think, once again, World of Warcraft pins it on the head, or the donkey, rather, in that World of Warcraft has perfected what scaling, in my little opinion, should be. Now, let's start off with that, shall we? Now, SWTOR came out in 5.0, not maybe a year or so ago. With their scaling zones, it scales everything. Everyone is scaled, so you can be a level 7 at max, level 70. I don't know where I'm going. I'm going this way. You can be at max level 70 character, and if you go, say, to a starting zone, you will be at cap of that starting zone. Now, you'll have all the extra abilities and all the extra mechanics that you would typically have for endgame leveled character. However, you would still be, let's say, a level 10, level 12. Now, that also affects all the operations, or as Warcraft people would know it as, raids. Those have all been scaled as well. So the days of soloing within SWTOR are done. Now, what I really enjoy about what Blizzard has done with this is their scaling system only affects in the leveling. And so I can take a high, 150,000 level tune and still be at that level. And I'm not neutered. But which I think is perfect. So I can still go out and solo all the things and still be OP and have fun. What Blizzard is pretty much doing is they're making leveling back to what it should be. A little more of a challenge, not a complete and total cakewalk. I'm totally playing this hunter as if I'm playing my demon hunter, not realizing that I'm a ranged DPS. I apologize. It's been a while since I played my hunter. I've been mainly doing, like, melee classes for the good time. So World of Warcraft once again nails it on the head how scaling should be, and I believe SWTOR has completely lost what scaling should be, in my humble opinion. Now, a lot of people like it, but there are also a lot of people like myself who love the solo older content, either just to go to experience it, get the achievements for it. Daddy doesn't like. With that out of the way, let's talk about what we will be experiencing come when 7.3.5, I believe, goes live. Now, let's start in Kalimdor, in the vanilla content. Now, we're going to go through this a little fast, but we're going to show you what the levels are going to be from start to finish, and then what they have also done so with some of the vanilla and other expansion dungeons as well. So I'm going to shut up, and we're going to go and completely just go through this and fill your minds with tons of knowledge. It's going to be fun, it's going to be great, it's going to be sexy. It probably won't be sexy, it's just a word. Anyways, let's get to it. Kalimdor in vanilla. So, Teldrassil is going to go 1 to 10. Your Azeroth Isle is also going to be 1 to 10. Your Durotar, 1 to 10. And Mulgar, 1 to 10, as you can see. Now, when it comes to the Eastern Kingdoms, they're going to pretty much go the same way. Eversong Woods, 1 to 10. Tristlefall Glades, I'm going to suck at this, 1 to 10. Dunmorrow, 1 to 10. And Elwyn Forest, 1 to 10. Now, once you get out of there, you can just go have some fun. And as you'll also see in the Kalimdor vanilla areas, your Bloodmist Isle will be 10 to 60. So once we get into these, you'll be able to go to 60, or level cap at 60, which is going to be fun. But, you know, if you want to stay and just hang out, that's awesome. And just enjoy the area, which I think this is a good idea as well, so that we can go and explore again and enjoy the content that Blizzard has made and spent a cajillion tons of hours developing and doing for all of us. I mean, what better way to say thank you than to actually do and play the content that they have created? I think that's really nice of them. So you have the 10 to 60, Bloodmist Isle 10 to 60, Dark Shore 10 to 60, Azara 10 to 60, Northern Barrens and 10 to 60, and of course your Eastern Kingdoms. You will have the Ghostlands, Silverpine Forest, Loch Modan, and Westfall going up to 10 to 60 as well. Now, when we get to the level 15, say you hit level 15, you're like, man, I don't want to do Azara anymore. Screw that. That's fine. Just go into Ashenville, Stone Town. Go into Ashenville, have fun there. Or, you know, if it tickles your fancy, go to Hillsbrad Foothills or Red Ridge Mountains, and you can do the 15 to 60 stuff there. Now, say you're level 20, or just want to have fun, level 20 zones, Stone Talon Mountains, there you go, or Duskwood. You can have fun there as well, and so on and so forth. So when you get to 25, over in Kalimdor, Southern Barrens are at your door. Eastern Kingdoms, Wetlands, Northern Stranglethorn, which I don't know why, but to this day I despise Northern Stranglethorn. You can go do that as well, and so on, and pretty much so forth. As you'll see here with the Hinterlands, 30 to 60, Cape of Stranglethorns, 30 to 60, and so on and so forth, which I say a lot. But, you know, you go to Kalimdor, you can do Desolus, 30 to 60. And all that jazz. And you do 40 to 60. You can go to Winter Spring, Fellwood, Thousand Needles, Tarnassus, Ungaro Crater. You can go there and just have some fun and just blow and kill all the things. It'd just be freaking amazing. 40 to 60. Or you can hit Eastern Plaguelands, Badlands, Searing Gorge, Burning Steeps, Swamp of Sorrows. Now, they did say during BlizzCon that they do want to make some content feel a little scarier, that you just don't go whisking through there. And I think that's cool. And a couple of those they have is like Sithilus, which is being completely transformed for this new expansion. And I think we'll have fun there. But also the Isle of Quel'Danas is going to be unlisted, and Blasted Lands is unlisted. So they want some things to be a little scary, to be a little tougher, that you just can't go blow through and just go, I'm going to do all the things and kill everything. It's great. They want you to go in and go, I'm going to, holy shit, that's really scary. Please don't hurt me, Daddy. Please don't hurt me. Now, you've done 40 to 60, but you're like, no, wait, I am level 58. Here is when you get to have that chance to have some fun. Do you pick Burning Crusade or the Wrath of the Lich King? Now let's go. Let's say you chose Burning Crusade. You'll head into Hellfire Peninsula at 58, and it'll cap out at 80. And Zangagar Marsh, 60 to 80. Terragar Forest, 62 to 80. Nagrand, 64 to 80. Blades Edge Mountain, 65 to 80. Netherstorm, 67 to 80. And Shadow Moon Valley, 67 to 80. Party on. Say you're like, let's go to the Wrath of the Lich King, which I would do. I would go straight to North Ren and say, screw you, Burning Crusade. I'm done with demons for at least this expansion set. Born Tundra, you're going to have the same numbers. Born Tundra, 58 to 80. Howling Fjord, to 58 to 80. Dragon Blight, 61 to 80. Grizzly Hills, which is one of my favorite zones in Wrath, 63 to 80. Zoldrak, 64 to 80. Sholazar Basin, 66 to 80. The Storm Peaks, 67 to 80. And Ice Crown, 67 to 80. And Wintergrasp, 67 to 80. Now you'll also be able to pick what you want to do when it comes to the other expansions as well. Say you're like, I want to do all the Cataclysm stuff, man. Or no, I want to do Mists of Pandaria. It's gonna be great. Yeah, it's gonna be awesome and major fun in the bum. Never mind. Cataclysm, we have Mount Hyjal, 80 to capping out at 90. Vashir, or as some people call it, Vagina Schmear, 80 to 90, so you can go play underwater for 10 levels. Or Oldham, 83 to 90. Twilight Highlands, 84 to 90. And Deep Home is going to be unlisted right now. It's probably going to be one of those scary places that you just don't want to do. But say you want to go play with pandas and hug them and do every daily known to man, your Jade Forest will go just very similar as the Cataclysm ones. 80 to 90. Valley of the Four Winds, 81 to 90. Karasrang, what the? It's been a while. Karasrang, I'm dying. Karasrang Wilds, 81 to 90. Kunline Summit, 82 to 90. Townlong Steeps, 83 to 90. Your Dread Wastes. I love the Dread Wastes. I was a big fan. I love the bug creatures. I was bummed out that they became our enemy at the end, but I really like them. I totally relate to you guys. I get it. They're going to be 84 to 90, and the Veil of Eternal Blossoms, or what's left of it, will be 85 to 90. Now, when you're leveling, you're like, man, I gotta have my heirlooms. My heirlooms are my baby. This is what I gotta do. Well, your heirlooms will be changing a little bit, as you'll see here. Now, you're still going to keep the type of XP bonus that you would typically get while you wear your heirlooms, but they're going to scale your stats down just a little bit, so that you're still a little overpowered, but you're not like, God destroying every single thing with one word from his bearded mouth. That's not how it is. So as you see here, as we're going through the slides, your trinkets, some of your armor, or all the heirloom armor, but just the ones we see here, everything's being scaled down just a little bit, just to, make it maybe a little more challenging, other than sleeping and pressing the numlock key and auto-attacking everything, and then you're instantly level 90. Just saying, it's a thing, so that's happening. Now, when we're talking about dungeons, classic dungeons, they're also scaling those a little bit too, and they're going to go up to level 60, and they're going to max item level out to 61. So your Burning Crusade dungeons will level up to 80, max item level will be 187. Not sure how much we all care about the eye level on that one. A lot of times when we're leveling, we just want to power through the sucker. Give me my crap. Dungeons are one of the best ways to get leveling out of the way sometimes. Do it. And your normal minimum level unchanged. So your max level will be 80 in normal. And when you do heroics, they have it unlisted right now. Now, when we get to your Wrath of the Lich King dungeons, it's very somewhat similar. Utgrid Keep is going to be 58 to 80. The Nexus, 59 to 80. Azjol Nurub, 60 to 80. And Ankahit, the Old Kingdom, 61 to 80. Drak Tharan Keep, Good grief, Blizzard, come on. 62 to 80. Violet Hold 63 to 80. And Gundrak 64 to 80. Now, as well, your Halls of Stone 65 to 80. Halls of Lightning 67 to 80. And as you can see here, it goes on and on and on. At what level you can be to get into it, minimum level requirement to get into it, and max level you can enjoy any of the fun in there. Totally fine, and they're doing the same thing with Cataclysm dungeons, which will level up to max 90. And if you care about your eye level to 450. So your Blackrock Caverns, Throne of Tides, the Stone Core, the Vortex Pinnacle, Grim Batal, the Lost City of Tolvir, the Cata Heroics are unlisted right now. So you're going to get your same thing also with Mists of Pandaria dungeons. They're going to level up to 90. Stormstyle Brewery, 80 to 90. Temple of the Jade Serpent. That's a totally... everyone's chewing gum and killing each other. Mogushan Palace. Shadow Man. I'm the Shadow Man. Shadow Pan Monastery. Gate of the Setting Sun. Siege of Nazaro Temple. Mists and Mist Heroics up to level 90. So as you can see, there's a lot of changes coming along here in leveling for us, and a lot of choices. Now, when it comes to the Broken Isles, when it comes to Legion, or Warlords, gosh, don't remind me of Warlords, and to Legion, they are not going to scale those. Those are going to stay the same. You'll just have to go and have fun through those. Sorry about that. We're all going to have to be tortured through Warlords, which is very, very, very sad. But yeah, everything in Warlord scale to 100 and nothing has changed. Broken Isles zones already scaled to level 110. Nothing has changed, like I said. They have another change here. The Lore Master achievements for low-level zones will also be changed. And instead of requiring a certain number of quests for you to do, which I think I've started on it, and I just stopped. I think I'm on Ashenvale somewhere. The new UI will now list quest chapters. So this is going to be similar to how Lore Master achievements in Legion, how they have it right now, have been handed such as the Val'sharah folks. So there's a lot of new changes coming on, and these are a lot of great ones. We're just going to keep running and just kill things indiscriminately for fun while we complete this video. So my friends, I hope you enjoyed this. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, make sure you put that in the comment section below. Let's talk about it. Let's have a conversation. Is this a good path for Blizzard to do? Which I think it is, to help an outdated and antiquated system of leveling. And I think it might help people who are new to the game. Yes, those people do exist. Find it a bit more challenging. Be like, oh yeah, hey man, this is a bit of a, I actually have to think. And it also helps you, learn the abilities you're given rather than just 3-buttoning it or 1-buttoning it, auto-attacking through the whole thing, where you actually have to learn your rotations, which is also good if you want to get into raiding, hardcore raiding, you want to get into heroic dungeons, you want to get into mythic difficulties. You need to know your rotations, and I think one of the things that we have lost with leveling as it has been currently is that we have lost the core ability, as I'm trying to think in my brain right now, of rotations for our tunes and for our classes. And I think with this new leveling, how they're kind of going back to how things kind of used to have been, not, as dreadfully slow as they were back in yonder day. And I think this is going to be a good thing for people to actually learn their tune and what their tune is actually designed to do, or their class is designed to do, which is not ever a bad thing. So if you like that, leave your comment in the section below. If you like this video, make sure you hit that like button right there. It helps the channel out a lot. If you want to be part of the Weird Freak Show here on YouTube, make sure you hit that subscribe button. And if you do, hit that bell button that bell button right down there in the corner. That'll let you know when we have any new videos coming out, which will be frequent and almost daily. My friends, have a good one. Remember to be kind. It's about community. And shablee blah 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 blah, weird noises and other such things. Goodbye. I love you. Goodbye. Bye bye.